is Leslie Stokes, writer and geologist with the Northern Miner, and I'm with Mining Clips today in downtown Vancouver at the Metal Writers Conference. And I just saw prospector Shawn Ryan hanging out at the White Gold booth.
Yep.
And I just had to come speak with you. Of course, you're a man that doesn't really need much introduction. But the White Gold story is really interesting. It used to be G4G Capital.
Yes, that's right, yep.
And then Agnico came in, you guys changed it. So I wanted to see what's going on with the company, what are you guys getting ready for, and what can we expect?
Yeah, well, we kind of did a unique thing is where I took all my eggs and put them in one basket with G4G that turned into the White Gold Corp. And the idea was that, and then what I ended up doing was shopping the whole idea of all these projects with a business plan. And the idea and the intention was to actually methodically work each project over the next 3 years. And so that's what Agnico basically liked what they heard, liked the new technology that we put together in the last 3 or 4 years with ground truth exploration. And so what we're going to do now is methodically work the district with 200 RAB holes every year for the next 3 years. So we got 600 RAB holes planned, and the idea is that we have 6 high-quality targets to drill every year. And then, so once we had that idea in play, then we made a proposition to Kinross to see if we could get back the original White Gold discovery of mine that we made and the JP Ross property and put that into the White Gold Corp and get Agnico and Kinross to shake hands and be our partners with the intention that if we make any discoveries, they could put it into production.
Right. And financially, how are you guys sitting? I guess with all these big players coming in and everything.
So we had 15 million or 14 and a half from Agnico originally. Yeah. So that's for our 5 million per year for the next 3 years for, I call it rapid attack exploration.
Cool.
The recon team. And then we raised 10 million in flow through this winter, and that's for the, I call it mop up for the back end. Once we make a discovery, they'll put a couple of $1 million onto that one and then start delineate drilling. So there's kind of 2 projects. There's the recon team, the rapid attack, and I call it mop up where they come in with a bigger camp and start working. So.
Are you guys still looking at new ground?
And we're looking at new ground because the idea is that I think there's more of these. I'm a mushroom picker, so where you find one, there's more. So that's the idea. So that was the deal I did with White Gold, is that I'll give them 5 years of my time in this district.
Okay.
And anything I find, they still get a royalty on outside of claims. And so the idea is that I'm on the hunt for a royalty off my claims also.
That's exciting. So,
yeah.
Because I know with the White Gold and the Kinross sort of deal, that's looking for the source of the Klondike, 20 million ounces.
Well, it's kind of not really. Like the Klondike is quite a bit to the south. Now we have we have the Bonanza and the King Solomon Dome projects, the IND in that area.
Yeah.
But the original White discovery with Underworld, that was close to another placer district on its own, the Thistle area. So the idea is that it may not quite be the sources, but we know we actually had 13 to 20 million ounces of placer gold produced in the district with no real discovery. So the White was the first one, the Coffee was number 2, Comstock Metals was number 3. Now the idea is that there should be a bunch more in there. And the cool part about going forward now is I actually have, with that 2009 to 11 rush, we have one of the biggest, largest databases of soil samples that we took in that rush. And they were mostly option deals, so I got all the projects back, which was very unique, with a lot of good high quality data. So the analogy I use is like we now know where the haystacks are, or where the ducks are and in which pond. And so now we have better technologies to actually figure these things out with the ground truth, drones to drills technique. So now I could work at about 20 to 22 cents in the dollar compared to 2011. So now we're going to actually go in with this better technology in knowing where these basically haystacks are, and we're going to try to figure out where the needles are real quick. And our processing power is like gone on hyperdrive now. So.
Cool.
So that's why I tell people, statistically, me as a prospector, I've never had a better probability of success going forward here in the next 3 to 4 years because of all the way the cards are laid out now.
That's exciting.
Well, it's kind of, it's historical.
Yeah.
We should, statistically, there's got to be at least one princess in there. I call them but there's a high probability of 2, and we won't be surprised at 3. So, and that's kind of what the big boys have kind of believe in that also. Because the science we're looking at a different layer. It's not a property by property. It's a district scale that we're having to look at it. And I call it kind of 1980 exploration, where the majors would look at these districts, and I'm from the Timmins camp, and to me this is like going back in the Timmins camp in time, like 50, 60 years ago, but with better technology.
Yeah, that's a big deal. Well,
Yeah.
I look forward to catching that news on the wire when it hits.
Well, that's what's fun. Stay tuned, because
Stay tuned.
now we're going to have 2 drills drilling, and we have some brand new technology involved.
Great.
With downhole camera systems, XRFs working, real-time data. Yeah, no, it's going to be fun, and like everybody's getting excited, from geologists to geophysics guys to everybody, because it's like a group effort.
Yeah.
That's actually, and I tell them, take a lot of pictures, because we are going to make history here, and in 3 years, 4 years, people are going to go, what just happened? So
Excellent. Well,
Yeah.
thanks so much for taking the time to chat with
Okay.
us and share that story.
yeah, no problem.
Okay, I'll see you around the next show.
Yeah, okay, thank you.